Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are back, baby. Let's go, man. The Last of Us, man. Season 2, episode 3 is underway. Yes, sir. Review is underway. So look at here. I think we all anticipated this one to be a little bit slower than the last one because the last one was just, I
Yeah.
mean, mind blowing. Everything it had everything. It had action. It had drama. It had suspense. It had thrilling. It had all. It had it all. So this next episode, I kind of had a feeling it was gonna slow down a little bit. Let's bring it back to earth a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But still a goodie. Still a goodie, man. I still love the show. Of course, in the last episode, I asked everybody, "Will you guys just keep watching?" Obviously, we are. but yeah, I'm not gonna stop watching. I love this show. So but yeah, we got a good one. We got I put in the title, "The Hunt Begins," because
Mhm.
yeah, Ellie is on a mission. Ellie's on a
Oh,
mission,
yeah.
and so let's get into it, man. I appreciate everybody joining us today. Everybody that's gonna be listening now, everybody's gonna be listening later. So here's the way it works for anybody that's new out there. Okay, so in it right now, we just talk about The Last of Us. We're gonna talk about any other show that we're gonna do reviews on. But the good thing about this channel is, of course, anybody out there that want to pull up on the show, you can pull up on the show and give your take and give your opinion on whatever topic that we're talking about. That's how this show is going to work. Uh, first we're going to get our opinions in first, and then later on, if anybody wants to join, they can come and join, and then give their opinions in after that. So, okay, anybody want to go first, man? This is I like this episode. It was slow, but I like the episode still. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I got to give a shout out to Phantom Flame Cuba because he's been playing the game and I've been following the game and the show and tad bit differences here and there. You know what I mean? So, but open floor, man. Who wants to go first?
Still,
Oh.
I
Well,
think.
okay.
Oh, go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
You got it.
Okay. I guess I'll start off kind of at the beginning, like just kind of stating just the my eyes watered a little bit, just I like that they gave the proper time and attention to Joel, and like
Mm,
his death, and they actually showed Ellie and the brother kind of, just feeling the impact. Like I think as actors they did well, just really communicating like the depth of their relationship and how they felt about Joel. And like now we were able to actually see them grieve him. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean, as far as just that part, I think they did a really good job. Just doing that, like it felt real, like it felt like you could really feel grieving him, especially when she went back into the house and like I got emotional. Like
yeah,
that, I like that they gave the time for that. So that was good.
yeah. When she started crying when she was holding on to his coat,
Hmm.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
yeah. I thought that was like a earned slow episode. Like there's certain episodes where you want the pace to be quick, and then there's times where it's like, nah, we can't lose a main character and then
Yeah.
start the hunt. Like we got to know. Yeah. What was
Yeah,
funny was I told Jay while we were watching, I was like, dang, DJ was right. That brother is not staying in this village. Like when I saw him like sitting there, I was like,
yeah,
nah, he's go. Uh, I definitely don't think the crew is two people for sure. I think my man Jesse and the brother are gonna be on their way. And I think Ellie needs it too. She doesn't seem like a stable character. Like everybody kind of checked her a little bit throughout this episode of
They did.
like, yo, I didn't tell you the news because you was gonna rip all these tubes out yourself and go chase someone that you didn't know. What's
hmm
his name had to be like, hey, look, I know you love him, but that was my brother. Like, you ain't
hmm
that mad. Like,
yeah,
I
Oh,
know
and
who
then
he is. Like,
even
huh?
Jesse said, remember what Jesse
yeah, Jesse,
Oh yeah, like get some stuff down on paper. People
write
ain't
it
gonna
down.
listen to
yeah,
anger. Yeah, like
yeah,
everybody had a better
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were helping her grieve. So yeah, I don't think she's a
Mhm.
character that can stand on her own or just with her potential girlfriend riding around. So I think she gonna need some she gonna need some help on this for more than just bullets reasons.
More than Dina too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at the end, I mean, bro, they had it was true, bro. They had many,
Oh
bro.
yeah, they
What,
yeah.
bro? What the hell? Hold on. I was like, wait a minute. At the beginning of episode one, there was like 5 people,
Hmm.
right? And so I'm like, oh, okay, they're a small group, you know what I'm saying, little small militia, you know what I mean? And then the 5 group went to the lodge, right? And then they did their thing with Joe, right? And then they left, right? And so I'm thinking they just it's just in 5, you know what I mean? And then at the end of the show, I'm seeing HVACs. I'm seeing LABs. I'm seeing LBSs. I'm seeing militia, military, everybody armed with
Hmm.
AKs and M16s and I'm like M4s. I'm like, hold on, what the hell is all this? Like,
Yeah.
where this
Yeah.
come from?
Wait, what? Who said? Was
Well,
it
yeah,
this
where did that
episode
come
where
from?
someone said that they were like, they were having a conversation about their community and if they were like kind of equipped or not. Was that
Yeah, the
what we talked
girl
about?
had said that they
Yeah.
basically they were like little fireflies, so they can't be that well known.
Oh,
So
okay,
the
yeah. I was
fact
like,
that they,
someone talked about it and they were
yeah,
wrong. They were just wrong. Like they definitely are
Yeah,
equipped.
that was Dina that was saying that.
Okay. Well, they
hmm
gonna
yeah,
learn
she was
today.
wrong. She was
Yeah, they
dead
gonna
wrong.
learn. Well, they gonna learn next episode, I should say. Cause
Yeah,
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 definitely. Because remember,
yeah,
because I think it was who was it? Dina said that not a lot that we pretty much we can handle them. You know what I mean?
right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, y'all two can't handle all them. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
You gonna need
Yeah,
some backup.
what's they hinted at that too because it was one thing when they kind of peeped the village and they were like, "Yo, that's a big village," but they weren't just saying that's big. They were like, they have a power grid, they have a whatever system. Like they
Mhm.
actually knew what stuff was, which probably means they come from somewhere that knows what stuff is. Like so, there
Yeah,
was a little bit of that, but also, dang, that's kind of nuts. I think
they got a little league baseball
because
team.
the same way that like the panel didn't vote to go out for revenge,
Mm.
like this other village probably didn't vote to go kill Joel. So it's like it's both of
Oh,
these sort of
interesting.
rebels from the
Mhm.
bigger villages that are making bad decisions, but they about to take it
Interesting.
out on the whole village. Like I'm curious if they play
Oh,
that
that
out
makes
because Ellie
sense.
and Allie do seem to mirror each other a lot with why they hate and why they go on these missions. So that'd be interesting.
That is interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point, and it's yeah, that sucks because yeah, it's like the rebels from both sides, like the people have to pay for what
Yeah,
select few people did because they went about, they did things their own way. Like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, no. I think the way it ended with the not the soldiers, what do you call them? Just all of them walking with the guns. Like I think they're gonna run into Ellie and Dina.
hmm
Like I think they're gonna run into them in the forest, or maybe Ellie and them are gonna see. This is just my theory of what I think is gonna happen next episode. I think that Ellie, because they're already close, because they came across all those dead bodies.
The
So,
religious people.
when they remember they
Mm.
saw them all dead in the forest,
Yeah,
hmm
and then earlier in the
Yeah.
episode when they did the whistle thing, and so
yeah.
clearly
Mhm.
they said it was them. And so I think that Ellie and Dina are gonna be. I think they're gonna see them from a distance and maybe try to go back. Because was Abby and them, were they with the big crew or were they not?
See, and
Well, I
I
didn't
don't
see
know.
Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see
I think
them.
this is a whole other group, though.
Oh, you
Oh,
think
I didn't
so?
No,
recognize anybody.
those are the wolves. That's the
Yeah.
their
that's what they're
pack.
doing, right?
Yeah, that's like the
Washington
village name they're
Liberation Front.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're in the same clan, but I don't think they were in that group we saw. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Yeah,
saying you
was
found the right people.
but didn't see now? Okay, so the group at the end, the big militia at the end,
Mhm.
Right.
was that the Wolf Pack?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Okay,
But Abby and them just weren't. Her and her crew, the ones that killed Joel, they weren't with them. I wonder if they're still in sync, or are they literally considered rebels, or are they still connected to their bigger clan?
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
it seems like they are, because I feel like that
I
would
don't
be
know. I mean, unless you're
yeah.
playing the game.
Remember,
Uh,
because remember, Dina had said that she drew out the freaking wolf and the WLF or whatever. So
Yeah.
Abby and them are part of the wolf pack, but the militia that we saw at the end with that big group, I don't know if that's wolf pack or not, and that's why I'm kind of like, I mean, if it is,
What
then
was the indicator? Like, how was there anything that we missed, or like, was there any indicator that that was the wolf people?
I don't know. I didn't
Wait,
see
for
anything
I didn't see any signs. I didn't see anything on their clothing.
you talking about for the massacred people, like the religious people that were left?
Nah, the people at the very end carrying the
at the
guns.
end. Yeah,
Oh,
all bees and stuff.
I thought that was I thought I saw it on the back of a tank. I gotta look. So yeah, maybe not. But
Yeah, I
I
think
was
I must have
gonna
missed
ask that too. Who was that guy on the walkie-talkie? Yeah, that guy
I
that
don't
was
know.
in that building right before they went to that scene. He said, "Yeah," he said, like, not bring them out, but he said something like that, like,
Yeah.
and
He
then they
said to
showed.
move.
them, like,
Okay to move, I think he said, right?
oh yeah,
Mhm.
but was he?
He said okay to
somebody-
move because they were moving
That
apart.
and
or
that's
something.
and that's what I thought. The guy that was on that radio tower, I thought he was in Abby's group. I thought that was one of the guys.
Oh, was he?
If it was, then that would be.
He didn't look familiar to me.
I
Yeah,
guess
I
that would
didn't.
answer
I
it.
don't
But
know.
Now I'm trying to go back to the scene where Joel died, and when they showed them all in that house, I'm like, the one that was
Right.
mad at Ellie, the one that stopped the guy from trying to kill Ellie, and then there was the girl with the short fade cut, and then there was the other girl that
Yeah.
was. So I'm trying to picture all of her Abby's group, but it
Yeah.
was between those two dudes. Like, I don't know why he kind of seemed a little more familiar now when I think back to that scene, but I need to just go back to that. We need to go back to that scene and just watch it.
hmm
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
I think
remember. I
so
remember
because he didn't look familiar to me.
No, he didn't. I
Like
the guy.
binoculars, to make sure that they can move that vehicle
Oh.
thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna see them coming. I mean, obviously they're in a horse.
Yeah.
They're not even camouflaged to, camouflage into the city, to Seattle. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Also,
remember that
that's
too.
true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I mean, there's a
Okay,
bunch of
so-
vegetation, the cars, like the freeways, like have missing. They took the different route. I think they're gonna see them coming. Obviously they're prepared. They have walkie talkies. They're communicating, but I didn't see anybody from Abby's crew. And I mean that I can remember. And I know I had this watched. I watched it twice because I ain't gonna lie, I was falling asleep. To me, as a little.
This episode wasn't as vibrant.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they calmed this one down.
I really paused it and went to sleep and woke up the next day and watched it again.
Yeah, they shouldn't be caught up to him yet, though, right? Like Abby's been, for one, like out. Like it's been like 3 months have passed, and then they caught up to some villagers that were running from the wolf pack. Well, yeah, I guess it just depends on how big they are. That's
Well,
one of
because
those
they
things
hurt that
where it's
little
like,
girl. How they left that little girl.
Yeah.
I think they're venturing off. I don't think they're gonna go back to that wolf pack.
Yeah.
I think they're on the
Because
run. I
even
mean,
Abby said about like one thing that she learned in her group or in her militia was that you don't kill indefensive people, And if it was
Ooh.
that group that killed these villagers that were whistling and stuff,
That's true.
I mean, they
That's a good
they
point.
didn't have
Yeah,
they didn't
those
have any
hammers.
weapons,
Yeah, those hammers definitely can't be called arguments with
with a
tanks.
gun,
Right.
And
So
then
you think-
the kid, the child, the little
Yeah.
girl or
Well,
boy,
they-
whatever it was.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the people with the hammers. I mean, I think they have those hammers for a reason. And I think some of them probably tried to fight. I mean, they didn't show it, but some of them probably did try to, fight, and well, their code is, they don't kill unarmed people, but I know that little girl. Well, that little girl had a hammer too, so
She had a hammer.
Yeah,
In,
if
yeah.
they took her out on a technicality, then yeah, I'm like, because
yeah,
they had bullet holes in the back. That was a straight slaughter. Like if they're really on
yeah.
some like hold this hammer so I can shoot you energy, then
Yeah.
I guess they didn't
Well,
break their
technically, they
rule.
had a weapon, so
They didn't get the memo. It's because they
Yeah,
didn't get the
so-
memo. You don't bring a hammer to a
Right,
gunfight.
like they just
right,
had the wrong weapon.
right.
So you guys think it was Abby's group that
They
killed
might have had a
the
better
people?
luck with knives, just throwing them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the I don't think it was Abby's actual group.
Mm,
I think it was the wolf, like the wolves,
okay.
Because
The mo-
remember the girl said the little girl when she cowered under her dad or whoever that was to her,
Yeah.
she was like, "Who is that?" And he was like, "No, it's the wolves." And he looked all scared,
Mhm.
and then everybody died.
Yeah. So you think it was a militia at the end?
Yeah,
That's what I'm leaning more towards too.
I think it was a way to I guess in a way show us how we saw Joe get killed, right? And then it's like, well, okay, we see that part, but what's the how could I say, what's the lengths that how evil are these people these wolf people? Who are these people, right? And the first
Yeah.
showing you get is these group of religious looking people, walking through a forest, and clearly they've seen combat or they have experienced something because they got bird calls or whistles or whatever you call it.
Oh wait,
Right,
those are
so-
the wolf. Those are the wolf people.
No. Those are the
No.
those are
Militia.
the Seraphites. I think that's what they're
Seraphites,
Oh,
called.
I thought you said then
The religious
wolf
people.
walking through the forest. That's what I thought you said. I was
Oh
like,
no, the religious people, the people with the hammers and talking about the prophet and all that.
oh,
Those are the ones that were
gotcha.
walking through.
There we go.
And
Okay.
so they did the bird whistle, and it was like a certain whistle that let them know that it was wolves coming. So
Mhm.
clearly they've either dealt with wolves before, right, or something, right? And then it shows you their destruction, like they killed that. Clearly they killed that whole tribe of people. And then they show you them at the end, and they Ellie and them arrive in Seattle, and it's like, so I think it was just a way to show us where Abby's group where that I guess you want to say like that violent past, but what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
they don't show no mercy,
That's interesting.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like there's either like different sects, like that's one of those things where maybe there's a big militia and then there's a small unit or something, because it's like we have three different values. There's people who will kill unarmed or hammer armed religious people that aren't a threat. Then there's
Mhm.
Allie's group who will go on a revenge mission for just one person. And then there's the people who were connected to the Fireflies close enough that a doctor, well, I guess he doesn't have to be anything, but it seems like there has to be another group that actually has a code that makes sense, because we ain't seen them yet. Like,
I was actually.
and the
Oh,
whole village should have came if that's the case. If they
Yeah.
were all on what they're doing now, the whole village should have been there, not just 6 kids that wanted revenge.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally what my next question was gonna be. So I'm like, either I missed something or yeah, because I was thinking like when we were talking about Abby and her crew, and if they are kind of like the rebellious few people that went on this revenge mission, and let's just say the whole backing the wolf people, if they didn't sign up for that, it's kind of like where I'm at, because I'm like, Abby didn't. It was personal for her. Like that was her
Yeah.
father. Like that was
Yeah.
her dad. It's not like, oh, the wolf people are so connected to the Fireflies that they would have been like, you killed the Fireflies, we're coming after whoever killed the Fireflies. It seems like
Right.
Abby was like, nah, that was my dad, so I'm going to find who killed that. Like it seemed like she did her own thing.
Yeah,
You
that's real.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
her
think
own
so. It
crew
seemed like
isn't
she
even like
recruited
that.
her own people
Yeah.
and then went on a revenge.
Yeah, I feel
'Cause
like it
her
was a
crew
solo
doesn't
Which
mission.
even
makes
go
sense
after
because they were all young and like, very hot fused,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind
Yeah,
of what you want when you're going to go get revenge. You want someone that's, a little crazy.
right.
And
But she,
that's why I don't think it was Abby's crew that killed those Seraphites people. I don't think it was because that her crew don't seem
Yes.
brutal like that.
Yeah. Abby doesn't even seem brutal like that, except for Joel, and everyone
Except
else
for
was on
Joe.
Well, that
some
was
like,
because it was
hey, stop
personal.
torturing.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
but
but she
she
Well,
didn't
doesn't.
kill Ellie. She would have killed Ellie.
Yeah,
oh
there's no
yeah,
way
Right.
oh
Ellie would
yeah,
survive
There you
definitely.
that.
go.
Yeah, we
Mm.
don't
And she
have a
would have
show of
allowed
her
the other
with
guy,
that
because you
machine.
know how she cut him. She would have allowed him to kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Even Dina. They,
And,
they let Dina live. Dina was
Yeah, they
there.
drugged
yeah,
her.
exactly.
Yeah,
They also let Dana live.
yeah.
Mm.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
we
any
pieced it together.
needles in this slaughter, so yeah, this was definitely not they. Yeah,
So
that's true.
definitely, I
It
think
can't
it's
be
a
them.
different crew.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
I wonder
Yeah,
who.
I think it's the dudes that we saw at the end, the military
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think so too.
and we don't
It
know
I
that
think
just
so
they're
too.
wolves except for what the people said before they died. So
well, they showed
yeah.
the like on the helmet. You see
Oh, they did.
the
Okay.
logo on the
Okay,
helmet.
that
Oh,
answers
Oh,
it
I
then.
didn't catch
really?
Cause
that.
okay,
I
Mhm.
yeah,
missed that too. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
Okay.
catch
So they
Yeah,
that.
are wolves. They are the wolf pack then.
yeah,
okay.
I
yeah.
was
So
like,
They
or
yeah they
like,
the
I mean,
wolf
they can
pack.
also be
Like,
going a little bit crazy because they've been in that city for a long time with no movement,
Mm.
mm,
so what do we think
and
the
they're going out and just trying to scavenge food or whatever, and that's why they did that. I don't know.
yeah, do you think there can be a good reason that the little village people would have gotten wiped out? Like on some like maybe they were infected and running away or
I
you know what I
think
mean?
Mm.
Like a reason for a good community like the Wolf Pack to actually do something that looks really
Yeah.
bad.
Hmm.
I think
Cause
they're at well. I think they're at war.
Uh,
I think there's like a
um
war
Okay.
that
they probably
mm,
didn't want
just
them to
because
solicit him.
Okay.
how they were traveling. You know, it seemed like they were traveling away from something. Like they were escaping from something.
yeah, they did say
mm.
So
distance.
maybe like their home or wherever they were at got destroyed.
Got destroyed. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Why would the wolf people be after them? Like, what? Just what would that reason be? Like, because I like what you said. Like, oh, maybe they were
Mhm.
infected, but it's like, but no, they would have turned by now. Like, they've been walking through the forest,
Hmm.
so it's like, why would they be
Mm.
looking for them? Because it's not like one of those kind of scenarios where it's like a whole zombie apocalypse happening. You know what I mean? So it's not like
Yeah.
it's on some there's established communities and it's like, no, our people have to stay within the gates, like like where it's like a people are dictating where people can and can't go. Like if somebody decided we want to leave, they're not being held against their will. You know what I mean? So if they're following them, then they were doing that for a reason. It has to.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they didn't capture him either. That's
It's
another thing that
it's
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
over
straight brutal murder.
hmm
it's over territory.
mm.
Hmm.
I googled it.
Territory. Okay.
I,
Hey, I was gonna go some. Hey, I was gonna go somewhere else with it, bro. I was gonna be like, why they the reason why they killed them, right, was because all those villagers, the Seraphites, right, they all had the cure, right, and the wolf pack is like, hell no,
mm,
we don't want no cure, okay, because
Oh,
we want to be in control here. We are the government. You feel me? We the
Mhm.
government now, so
mm.
they all dying. I was gonna go
Right.
somewhere else with it, bro.
oh, I was like, hey, I still like that theory. I mean,
Yeah, if Ellie's not the only one.
You know what I'm
speaking of
saying?
Ellie, I don't I need what you said earlier. I need Jesse or Tommy. I need somebody to show up with Ellie and Dina, because if Ellie and Dina run into the big group of people with the rifles and the guns and all that, like
Oh, they're
Back
cooked.
here.
I
Yeah.
don't think Ellie's going to realize that she's outnumbered because she's so ready to get revenge with Joel. Like I think she's gonna be like, that's the wolf people. Is Abby in there? She gonna want to go. And
I think that's
it's
what
gonna be
they're
like,
doing though.
girl,
Well,
no.
the difference in the game, like how Cuba explained in the chat, he said Tommy left before Ellie and
Yeah.
Dina. So Tommy like was already in Seattle.
Oh.
prior.
That's why
But
I
the
think
show
Tommy's gonna
switched
join
it
them.
up.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mm.
say I know they can't be duo in this thing. They're not smart enough together to pull this off. Like, no
Right.
offense to them, but they're not thinking hard enough. But I think also like Ellie is gonna be so mad that she's gonna force an issue that she can't win the same way Allie did, and it actually cost the whole village. Like Allie definitely just wanted Joel and ended up killing countless people, like because of it, because she woke up a horde. And I feel like Ellie's would force an issue too, except I think there's gonna be some people that I mean either catch her or she actually makes that mistake. But yeah, I think that's definitely gonna be a thing because
I
yeah,
think Tommy's
she's
gonna end up saving Ellie's life. I think Ellie's gonna run in and be like, she's just gonna be on this Abby mission, and then I think because the way that council, and the council was funny. I mean, not funny, but when the guy stood up and they were like, "You're not on the list," he said, "No."
I don't
He
care.
was like, "I'm saying what I gotta say."
Yeah.
But
But he really was on the list though, right?
Yeah, they actually did.
I was wondering.
Yes,
when
he
she
was.
there.
Like we
Oh,
got
he
his
was actually
opinion.
on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it really wasn't his turn was the problem, I
Yeah.
think.
I didn't even
Oh
I didn't even
wow.
catch that until my wife said till Jess said it.
I
My
saw
wife
her
was like,
scratch the name off.
yeah, and I
Oh
saw
wow.
when I saw that I was like, okay, he's talking, he's interrupting, blah blah blah, and so after he got done, she scratched the name off, and I think that was I think they discussed it beforehand. You know what I mean? Saying like, hey, you're gonna stand up and interrupt somebody, and I'm gonna come at you like, hey, it's not you, not on this, blah blah, because he really was,
Oh,
Oh, that's
and just to
deep.
because I think the girl, Tommy's wife, the black girl, right? That was the one that was talking. That's
yeah.
Tommy's wife. I think she was in on
Oh,
it. I think she was in on that
trying
whole
to
little
get the
thing was a
I
support.
setup.
think you know what's
Yeah.
Trying
crazy
to get the
too?
support votes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's they
What's
started.
crazy is they only got 3
Well,
votes.
that would be a smart move.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think they only got 3 votes. And
Yeah, it was
what
eight to
made
three.
what's his name mad,
Yeah.
Tommy started looking around like only 3 because I think
Yeah.
he knows who the other 2 are and he's like
Mm-hmm.
disappointed in the council.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dang, that's real.
Especially for everything
And
that
that
he's
would
done
mean,
for the village, you know?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
No,
would be
that's a good.
nuts.
I think that is true, especially from like I definitely didn't come to that conclusion on my own, but when I think about like the camera work, like the fact that they showed her scratch his name off, the
Yeah,
fact that they chose
you
to
don't do
show
that for
that
nothing.
scene, they had to
Hmm.
mean something by that, and I think that just matches why they would even do it like that. Like that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I think we got a war on our hands then. If that's the case, then this might be village on village. Like if
Mm.
yeah.
if the argument is we need to get the support, once you realize you're outnumbered, you got to make a phone call now. This isn't about getting Allie. This is about like winning against another group of people that took you out. Like, and
Right.
Mhm.
that's a game changer. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still have
And then
tanks
he
though.
happened to be
I
the
didn't see
one
any.
that was the same guy happened to be the one that knew the route and everything when remember Dina and Ellie were getting ready to
Oh
leave.
yeah.
He just
Mm.
happened to be the one
Yeah.
that had the information or when she said I know a guy. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was just
And
ready. He was already ready.
he supplied the horse and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Allie made me
gun
mad
too
a
and
little
all
bit
that.
with that. I was like, girl,
Yeah,
you need
gave
to
her a
get over
better gun
yourself.
too.
Yeah. Ellie was still upset. I was like, girl,
Yeah.
he called
Take
you gay at a
Right.
party. He's
take the
handing you a
gun.
Right.
sniper. Get over yourself.
Yeah.
But that's
Like
just me. I was a little salty for
Big
that one.
facts.
I
No,
was
I said the
like,
same thing.
It's
I
when
like
was
when
like,
he
what
when
is
he
this?
when he was like here trade me, and I'm looking at her like if you don't go ahead and trade for that better gun because you know
Yeah,
you
and
ain't about to
Yeah.
do nothing with
it's like don't make
that
this man
rifle you
ask you
got.
like,
twice.
yeah, or let the dude give. You know what? I'm over it. Give me my horse. Give me my sniper. Good luck.
Right.
Like, and now
She
they
might
on
as well pick
Twitter.
up a hammer.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my
When y'all
god,
swinging at
goddamn
clickers with
hammer.
a sledgehammer, you gonna think about this moment. Like,
I mean,
oh
I'll be down
snap!
with one of those fire things.
Yeah,
Oh, the
man.
little blowtorch or
Uh-huh.
the little
Yeah,
But that thing must be too heavy to carry, you know?
yeah.
Besides, if they have a gun, obviously they're
Oh,
going to shoot, it could blow up. So it kind of backfires.
One thing they did set up pretty dope that has to come back is the therapist talking to Ellie at the beginning when she was like, Joel said that he saved your life.
Right.
Uh, but he said he
Oh,
ruined
do
your
you know
life or
why?
hurt you. Yeah, and she peeped it. She definitely like got out of the
Mm,
situation with the therapist, but she definitely knows if there's something he lied about, there's only one thing. Like I think she definitely just pieced together like, ooh, I don't want to think about that right now because I need him in a good light in my mind because the last thing I did with my memory of him is ruin it. So I think
Yeah.
she definitely gonna have to put that down for a little bit, but I don't know. She gonna mess around and meet somebody along the way that knows the whole story, or something's gonna make sense, and she's
Yeah.
gonna have to think about
Yeah.
being immune again, like for real.
Yep.
Hmm.
Dang.
Because nobody knows, right? Nobody knows that she's immune, right? Because Dina don't know. I don't think
The brother.
Yeah,
He told his
yeah.
brother.
He
the brother.
knows.
yeah,
Yeah, the
Dina.
brother. That's it.
Yeah, Dina
Yeah,
doesn't know
just,
yet.
I mean, aside
Dina
from
don't.
that, no one else should know about it.
Yeah.
I was
And that's
wondering. I thought somebody would have found out when she was in the hospital with the tube in her side, like because wasn't she unconscious wouldn't they have had to see her body?
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean, they would have to do like an X-ray. I don't think they had an X-ray to find something in
no,
her
I mean with
brain. You
her
know?
like to see the bites. Remember she'd be
Oh,
covering.
that's right.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, she got bit like on her stomach, right?
It's on
Yeah.
her side, I think,
She
right?
cut that though. Like she cut it to
Oh
make
yeah,
it
she
look
did
like
cut that.
something
Yeah,
else.
that's
But
right.
doesn't she also
That's
have
right.
like bites on her arm right here?
She got one. Yeah, she got one on her arm, but she tattooed over it, and it looks like
Oh,
some
she
burn.
did tattoo. Oh, right.
That
Okay.
too. That's true.
But
Oh yeah,
remember
Oh,
they
that's
showed
right.
a glimpse of the next episode. Remember when Dina was pointing that gun at her?
Whoa, I didn't see the
no,
preview.
I didn't see
Oh, you
no.
didn't see that?
I
I
always
Wait,
didn't see
what?
that. I turned it off.
well,
Yeah,
no, I
we
be turning
be
the
true
TV off. I don't be
cliffhangers
looking
over
at the
here.
previews.
Okay, well, okay. At the end of the show,
Spoiler,
they show you like a mini trailer
Spoiler,
of
you
what's
guys.
right?
no, it's on the show. It's
It's
on
not a
like it's
spoiler. You can
like
find it
Yeah,
right
no,
Not a
now.
I just
spoiler.
said
It's
I'm
an
not
Well, I
gonna
mean, for
episode.
spoil.
us,
it's on the
because
show.
we
They
turned
on
it
the show
off.
they show you at the end of what's upcoming, right? And so
Uh-huh.
at the end, Dina was holding a gun to Ellie like this, and Ellie was like it. So I'm assuming that
Yeah, there's only one
she
thing that can
got.
do that.
I'm assuming that Ellie got bit,
Is she gonna
and
have
then
to tell
Ellie
her?
was like, "Oh snap!" And now Ellie got to tell her like I'm immune, like you know what I mean?
Look, if I was Dina, I'd have been like immune. I've known you this, and all of a sudden now I seen you get bit, and you want to say you immune? Okay, I don't think if Dina believes her too quick. Now that you said that scenario, if Dina believes her too quick, I'm gonna have some questions because
Dang, so Dina's ready to gun down her girlfriend like that?
Man, just
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, she.
Well, they're not girlfriends. They're not girlfriends, though.
Hey, if she says that before she pulls the trigger, we ain't official.
It ain't
right.
official.
Oh,
Like,
that's crazy.
it's not on Facebook. It's not Facebook official.
It ain't Facebook official.
We got pow,
We
pow,
we never discussed it at the town meeting.
Oh
Right.
man. Like you
Right.
said that kiss didn't mean anything. You said
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, you said my kiss
Right.
was a 6. Hold on. What?
that's wild.
That's
Better put that
diabolical.
damn gun down.
You better put that damn gun
Right,
in.
right.
Mm.
Playing with all that.
I don't know. I can't really handle those two right now because when they were like, you know how they were going to sleep in the tent and they're having their moment, and then she turns on the light and she's like, "Oh, I have a question to ask you," and then "Oh, you were high," and then she's like, "Oh, I really wasn't that high." I don't know. I didn't. That scene right there was. I didn't really like the scene. I think it could have been a little bit better or done a little bit better.
So that scene, so
I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are on that one.
so I thought because in that wasn't it? Didn't Dina say that she's not gay, and then she got back with Jesse?
She said
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like,
So
"Oh
I'm
yes,
like-
I'm back with Jesse."
Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
Because she said, "Oh, remember on New Year's?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, where you got high?" Because she was talking about the kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
she's like, "Well, I thought you said you weren't gay." She's like, "I'm not." And then she's like, "Oh, a week later, I got with Jesse, I think."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got
Oh.
confused. I got confused in that because I was like, hold on, wait, what? So are you bisexual then? Like I was
I was
confused.
confused.
I'm like, I thought you
Wonder
were.
what-
I thought she
That's what I'm
was.
saying.
I
Maybe
don't
she's
know.
by herself.
No,
Yeah.
I
people
thought
be
she was gonna.
Nah, she is real. Nah.
people be bi curious. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Or she's bi curious.
Mhm.
Well, what's her
thought-
name? The actual actress for Ellie. She says she's non-binary.
Yeah, I
Oh,
knew
don't be-
Ellie was,
don't
but
get me
but
started.
the other one,
Dina
Dina.
said- Well, they used it. Basically, she's a lesbian DJ.
Oh, okay.
So,
No, I didn't know. I
Oh,
didn't
so
know
you're
that.
saying they use it in the show? You mean Cuba?
Nah, well, that's what it. Look, man, it was on a Wikipedia page, JC, right? So
Ah,
No, you talking about in real life, right?
yeah, in real life she is.
Real life, she's okay.
But
Yeah, I
in
didn't
the
know that.
to
show,
say they kept her consistent because she was gay in the game. I remember that. So it
In the
wasn't-
Right.
game. Oh wow.
Yeah.
yeah. Somehow we had time for that in the game too. I was
Right.
the game was even more explicit.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Somewhat.
Mm,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been watching Cuba play the game, and where did I leave off? I missed the last one. The latest one you did. I missed that one. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
I'm in
But-
Seattle on that one, so I'm kind of ahead of the show right now.
Yeah, you like on episode 6.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the What's It Calls come back too. Like this was a good slow episode, but like it's one of those things where kind of like with Walking Dead, I've heard that, I haven't watched it all the way through, but it's like you almost
Mhm.
get sad that the zombies aren't a factor anymore because you're dealing with so many people. So I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm glad they got intelligent zombies somewhere in the mix, so we're not just like not scared anymore. But
Where they at?
yeah, I am curious, but I'm like, this was kind of a mourn your dead day and start the mission.
What do you mean not scared? I think I would be more scared of their intelligent zombies.
Yeah, no, me too. I am
Hell
still
yeah.
scared. Yeah, no, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. I'm
I think
like,
I'd be
they
way
were in
more
that tent.
scared because
Mhm.
kind of like I Am Legend when there was the smarter ones, remember? Like they were also evolving too. And they
Mhm.
knew what they were talking about
Yeah,
with
'cause
their
they were-
like sounds or whatever. So I think I would be more scared if they're getting more intelligent because
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
they can
You know what I
communicate in
would
a
do?
different way that we don't even know.
Wait till you see the Rat King.
Oh
Uh-oh.
gosh.
the what? The what?
Rat King.
The Rat King.
Are you,
That's
Is
I
the-
don't know what that is.
Is that in the show? What is that?
I think it will
That's
be.
gotta be coming.
or,
You gotta
or,
That's
I
in the
mean-
game. Sure.
Oh,
I don't know
God.
how they gonna
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
he's gonna be in the show for sure.
That's a whole. I might as well say that's a whole.
He's
mix.
like he's
every-
like the top. Yeah, he's like one of the top dogs. They gotta show him.
He's a bloater mixed with clickers, mixed with stalkers, mixed with all that. He's one big giant
Yeah.
cluster.
Oh man. Okay. He about to show up in a minute.
Soon.
And
Yeah,
Abby,
I mean-
Abby takes him out. I don't know how they're gonna do it in here. Though. Go
To
ahead.
be honest, they are kind of the plot equalizer. Like in the same way that Abby had no chance of getting to Joel, except that she found a horde of zombies just kind of conveniently under her feet. Like
Yeah.
it's like that intelligent zombies and gigantic, different mutated zombies are probably going to be the reasons why tanks can get flipped over or something. Because two
Yeah.
girls on a horse ain't pulling that off. So something does need to happen, and I think the zombies are always that third neutral party. That's it's like, hey, we losing the war, but that hurricane that came through might actually just make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I
in the
think-
next episode, the little trailer that they show at the end of the show, we get to see some zombies. So
hey,
it's
okay.
more
I
it's
kinda
more
miss
it's
it.
more action. It's more action in this next.
That
one.
was the best part about this episode. Like I've been stressed out since we started watching this series, and this was the first episode where I was like, okay, like I don't have that feeling where they start painting the scene all scary. They got the same music in the background, and it's so suspenseful. I was like, this is a nice, relaxing episode. Like I needed a break. I needed a break, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been stressed out, so I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to now. But this was a great little break.
I will say I did see some maturity from Ellie because when she actually wrote down, in front of the council,
Well, according to
where she says that, that she has to write things down because she usually just acts and doesn't think.
Mhm.
she acts before she thinks, and this time she actually had to think because she wanted them to know that it was just like a revengeful, that she was recruiting not just for a revengeful thing, like it was like someone that she really admired, looked up to, you know,
Yeah.
and did a lot for her, because she can't say, well, the reason I want to go is because he saved my life because I have, in my brain. So
I
I
was gonna
think
say,
that showed somewhat of maturity of her part or in her character,
Mm.
Yeah.
well, according
Also,
to the therapist, the Home Alone mom, she says she lied about it. She just lied
She a
about
liar.
everything.
Hey, she
Yeah.
said she
That
said she said you just can't help some people. You just
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
But
like, damn.
weren't they talking about that exact thing about what she said at the meeting, and that's when the Home Alone mom, what's her name? The
Come
therapist.
on.
Come on.
Catherine. Her name is Catherine. Like her real
Yeah,
name is Catherine, the actress.
Yeah,
not that
Catherine.
real actress, but just even her name I just been calling her
Oh, in
therapist
the
for Home
Oh,
show.
Alone.
therapist.
therapist
What's her
lady,
name in the show?
therapist number one.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
therapist number one.
We shouldn't be finding two anytime soon, but yeah.
Right.
Let me
But I
let
thought
me
they were
see that.
talking to her and Tommy at the little baseball game. I thought they were talking about I thought they brought up Ellie at the meeting, and I think Tommy asked her like, what did she think or something like that, and she was like, she's lying, like she's a liar, or
Mhm.
So I feel like she just wasn't convinced of Ellie's maturity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
The
even
way
think.
I took it was she's hiding something or she's a liar because she's trying to find out the connection between when she was talking to um Joel.
Oh, you think that's why she said that because of that, not because of what she said?
That's what I gathered. I think it's more of there's something between Joel and Ellie that they've been hiding that she was
Right.
trying to see if Ellie would accidentally like confess to something because she was really persistent on asking her regarding Joel. Well, Joel had said this, and
Mhm.
like she kind of like downplayed it. That's probably why she calls her or thinks she's probably lying or hiding because she is technically hiding something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true. So that statement is
I,
justified. I feel like she just kind of like she's probably like
uh,
bothered by that she's just saying she is a
And then
liar.
and then Tommy obviously, since he does know the truth, he doesn't want her to find out either.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
yeah.
that's why
I
he
think
asked it too. It's kind of
she
downplayed
did
it,
make
the
a
whole
bit of a
part.
jump though. Cause like as a therapist, you do know the difference in why someone's lying. So it's like if a girl is grieving the loss of someone that just died, like I wouldn't call her a liar for saying she's okay. I'm just like she's in pain. And then it's like, well, if you're gonna try to get the whole village out to like it was the fact that she kind of came at her
Wow.
character. Like Joel and Ellie both kill for revenge. That's who they've always been. Like she made a pretty hard leap there. Almost as if she's not over her husband dying. I don't think that was grounded in
Yeah, well, clearly
Ellie.
she's not over that. She's
Yeah.
clearly not over that. Yeah.
Like I think she
I think she
ties
wants
them
to know
together.
why they're
Yeah.
doing that,
Yeah. I don't think that
which
was
is
a
what they're
therapist
hiding, or
assessment though.
what
I think
now
that
she's
was a
hiding because he's obviously dead.
Mm-hmm.
Is
mhm.
it
And as a
okay?
therapist, if she's a therapist,
Gail. That's the
you
name.
look
Okay.
at mannerisms and how they talk. They say usually when you look to your left, you're lying because you're using the other part of your brain. So I'm pretty sure she's doing that, in this show.
Mm-hmm. She applying her little skills, little clinical
That's what
skills.
she could possibly. So we're not giving the full information.
Well, they also knew she was leaving. She was gonna head
Yeah.
out. Remember, what's his
And
name?
that
Jesse, right? When he
What's that?
met
Who's
her,
that?
he was, huh?
Who's that?
Jesse, the Asian guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that his name?
the Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, his name is
Mhm.
Jesse.
Well, they all knew she was going because Ellie got a mean streak. So that's why they had that, it's something different compared to the game. They had this council. And apparently Tommy's wife, because you got to look at the making of the episodes, the director or whoever said that her character was like a former prosecutor.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
I think I remember that.
yeah.
She moves like it. So I could see that. 'Cause she was, even when Joel first came in, she was like, "Yo, like I don't trust you." Like so,
Right.
yeah, she is definitely like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I'm glad. So my wife put Gail is the therapist name.
That's what I
I'm
was.
kind of
Yeah,
glad.
she put Gail.
I'm glad she put that because I googled it and it said she don't have a role. It's undisclosed.
What?
I was googling it. I was
Yeah,
like,
maybe because she's an
Classified.
alcoholic now.
Yeah,
What
because I think
website
that,
is that?
Alcohol
yeah,
huh?
Anonymous.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Like her, she like, I think it's because we
Well, I mean,
trust
I think I would
therapists.
be drinking too if freaking zombies are living.
Yeah, but no, I think it's one of those things where as a viewer you trust the therapist, but she's just openly telling you like, "Yo, I'm not a qualified therapist. I smoke weed and get drunk every day. I am coping by chronic illness. Like I'm not okay either." So it's like when you, I got skills, but I'm still wounded. So it's one of those things where I don't think you can
But
take her.
but isn't that sort of like a reverse psychology in a way to make you trust this person because they're being so
True,
blatantly honest with you? So
Yeah,
it'll
true.
make you have that false sense of security. Well, I mean, if she's being super honest, then I guess I might as well be honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes
Yeah.
yeah.
sense.
Like I think, yeah,
I
I
mean, she
don't
is a
think she's
female.
moving unbiasedly.
Yeah.
We are very smart in our craft.
Yeah. I
That's
can see
funny.
that.
Well,
Little psychology there. I like that. I didn't think about that.
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
I can't think of nothing else. I feel like I'm surprised we got this much out of such a calm episode.
I know.
Right. I know, right?
Yeah, real
I like the
talk.
choice of word, very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, man. It was calm. It
I
was very
When
struggled.
I
I'm not gonna lie.
when I
calm.
saw
I
the
love like suspense and stuff. So this was for me. This was very difficult to watch.
I thought we were gonna
I
get some
like the
action.
beginning part, like where she was, because it shows that she was recuperating because she got hit in the head and everything to knock her out, and also
Mm,
to recuperate, like kind of like grieving her loss because it kind of made her go through like a therapy session too, so she can kind of get checked out.
hmm
But
Yeah.
other than that, like the ending part, I mean, I didn't see like you said, June, the very end, but the part where they're by the freeway and they get to Seattle, you know, that to me, I was like, okay, I'm ready to see the next episode. I
Yeah.
like how they kind of left it as a cliffhanger like that,
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
because then that for me is like, okay, I'm gonna watch episode 4.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
ready for the next
because this
Episode
one.
one was
4
a
is that.
little too slow, but I did like the part that the village came together, that they do have like where they vote, and you could tell that they were a very well established village, and
Yeah.
technically, I mean, they were very prepared for something like this, like the Abby's crew said, like they have power lines, like they have a functioning like city, little mini city,
Yep.
and they were
It's true.
thriving. So
Yeah. That's why they didn't want to send so many people out to, you know, on that little mission, that little hunt. So,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do think Tommy's gonna join them later though. It just
Yeah.
it just
well,
makes
didn't
too much
someone say
sense.
Tommy left first?
That's
Well,
what
yeah,
I'm
that was in
saying.
the
It just
game.
in the
Yeah, that was in
game.
the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. It makes too much sense. Like Tommy's gonna join them later because in the game he went first before him. So now in the
I
show,
think Tommy
I'm
and
pretty
Jesse are
sure
gonna
he's gonna
go.
join him. Yeah, it's got to be him and somebody else. Maybe Jesse or I don't think no, it's not gonna be the wife.
No,
It's
I'm
gonna be
saying like I
it's gonna be
think Tommy
somebody
and
else.
Jesse are gonna go.
Nah, you need a
Yeah, that's
leader.
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Unless
that's
unless Tommy goes, because you know how when Tommy was hitting that, when they were rebuilding and they were hitting that wood thing,
yeah,
he just didn't have that energy, and then he
yeah,
gave that sledgehammer to Jesse, and then Jesse was able to put it in, kind of
yeah.
like passing that torch to him. And that's how I
Right.
kind of took that that illustration part.
Right.
So maybe Jesse does stay, and Tommy's the one that goes.
That's what I think. I think Jesse's gonna stay, but I'm trying to think who goes with Tommy, but it might just be him by himself. Who knows?
Yeah, because I mean, definitely Tommy has to go. That's his brother, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And not only
That
that,
makes sense.
like when they found each other, Joel was like, "I kept looking for you. Like I looked for you
yeah,
this whole time."
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, with
I
that
mean,
big
shit, he
militia,
got
though,
married.
you gonna need you gonna need more than just Tommy with that big militia, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just ready
Mhm.
to watch the next episode because I'm like, I'm either. It's got to be the infecteds. The infecteds have to intervene in some way to where it at least handles a percentage of the army and keeps them occupied
Mhm.
in order for them to live. Because I can't think of a scenario where Tommy and them's village survives. And honestly, we don't even know if the people with the guns are on their way to their village unless Abby's leading them or something. Because I'm like, they wouldn't know where they are, right? Like they wouldn't,
Yeah,
and they have no reason to just go try to take over, I guess, unless it's, I don't
yeah.
know. I don't see how this is gonna go.
I got a question. Did we have a sense of time for how? Because whenever they say someone's in Seattle, I don't like pull out a map, but it seemed like this was like whenever I hear a different state, I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna be at this. Kind of like season one, like this. It felt like they were traveling across states. So like, it seemed like they took one nap and then they kind
Yeah.
of kept pushing and found this slaughter of people. So I'm like,
Yeah.
are they actually in the town they need to be in, or is this like a checkpoint because they're supposed to like get on a highway, get off, and do some other stuff? Like this isn't the end game, right? This is just like, yeah,
Well,
But that's how a game would be. That makes sense for like a game. So it is based off a game.
what? How would the
yeah.
game go?
Well,
Well, go ahead. My bad.
I mean, they started off in Wyoming, right, and then they went to Seattle. So I just think they just sped it up. I mean, I don't. Because
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if you think about it, bro, that you go, it's gonna take you some days to get from Wyoming to Seattle on horseback. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Now that's what I thought. I was like, oh, they're probably like just at their first city, kind of how the season one was, and it's like, okay, maybe they found a militia that is an extension of them, kind of how you bump into fireflies at different locations. But maybe I didn't know what that was because
it
otherwise
it
they
did.
really they track. They made
Yeah,
some
because
time.
remember they saw the sign that said Seattle in 9 miles. So I
Oh,
mean, they're
Yeah,
really?
there.
Oh, they
yeah,
pushed it. Oh, my
yeah.
bad.
That's
Okay,
what I'm
that
saying. I think
Yeah, there
they
was
horse.
a
just sped it
sign.
up.
Okay, yeah, that horse needs a Nobel Peace Prize. Then I didn't realize how much they was putting in.
Yeah, I
That's on
think
me.
I
Hey,
think if
They
they
gave
did
Maybe
the
you
full,
snoozed.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
yeah,
Okay.
I think if
probably just
they did the full journey, I think it would be a couple episodes just for us
Yeah,
to get to Seattle. So
yeah,
they're
Okay.
like,
That's
nah,
that's
let's
kind
just
of what
do
I
a
was
quick little
anticipating.
transition, let them take a
yeah, they
nap,
sped
wake
that
up.
up.
yeah. They're just kind of grazing it, like just yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought
They
they'd bump
even
into
did that
some
with
zombies, get an episode or two in where they get a random clicker. Like, but okay. Nah, they
It's
just
funny
made it.
Now,
when you actually think about it like that. It's kind of funny because it's like if it did take them days, even if they did like as far as our perspective of what's happening, like,
right.
but in reality, if it did take them days, I'm like, oh, they went days without running into an infected. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like they're not gonna, like they would have to show that scene if that they were gonna claim that happened. But it's
Right.
like,
Well,
okay, if y'all
to me, it
done
showed like
this,
they only took them like 2 days because they spent the night somewhere. So they
Yeah.
went early. They left early. They spend the night, and then obviously 15 miles later, I don't know how many hours that would be, was already, and it already started looking like it was starting to get dark when they got to Seattle.
I think I
Yeah.
need a map. I need to know how far because I'm like on horseback. I was in my 2022 Honda Accord getting sleepy driving from state to state.
Hey,
Oh,
Like
Google that right
driving from
It takes me
California.
19 hours to get to Texas from California.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that was a 21-hour drive, and that was from California to Texas. I'm
okay.
like,
So,
they could fall off if they get sleepy and doze,
okay. So it says on Google Maps, it's a 16-hour drive. But by horse, It
But
will take a
horse.
little bit over. Yeah, but by horse, it'll take 21 days.
Sorry.
Oh,
Or
They
for
said-
bicycle.
And that's going,
I just-
and
hey, I
that's
just
going
do-
nonstop.
I just googled it too.
That's
Yeah,
going like nonstop. Like they are going with the horse. Like
yeah, you just going. Yeah, 21
yeah,
days.
21 days. So that was a month's journey. They didn't run into a single infected in a month, going through all them mountains and trees and landscapes.
Now,
Man,
now,
they
see,
better go to an airport,
now,
DJ, man.
what'd you say?
So they better go to an airport, man. The hell with that.
Hey, look, I would have rode that horse straight to the airport. Like, hello, like I'm not.
Business.
8 mile.
Now, JC, you said it was how long?
Yeah. By car or by horse?
Yeah. By car.
Oh, 16 hours. 16 hours, 5
Yeah.
minutes.
And then so by horse, it's gonna be like what?
It's 21
2
days.
days, 21 days. God.
That's insane how fast cars are compared to horses. That's
Don't
wild.
kill that damn horse, man.
We'll kill that damn horse, man. Yeah.
That's
That ain't-
crazy, bro.
There's
That ain't
no
real.
way they pull that off.
They said
Cause
they said it's 860 miles away, bro. What the hell?
Because that would be low key worth an
One-
episode to me, or even just a montage of just like different places they were, close calls. Like I would,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like for them to just make it to the point by themselves, like Joel and Ellie dedicated a season to that journey for them to just. It's not like the zombies got easier to kill. Like
no, it's the fact that they
That was all
have-
season 1.
It's the fact that they have patrol, like like they're really like the infecteds are out there. It's like y'all went 21 days, 2 girls by themselves on a horseback.
yeah,
y'all
look, I guess maybe they were right to
And-
run in that.
And also,
building.
too, how the body of the girl looked, right? It didn't look like she died yesterday. I noticed that. If you go back and
Oh.
look, like the body looks different, like a little
Yeah,
bit
that's true.
decomposed in a way.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it shows that there was some time, definitely
Yeah,
some
that's
time.
true.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well maybe they were factoring that in. I'm just thinking about the infecteds because I'm like they had to go to sleep every night. So I'm like
Oh yeah,
they just I don't think we're supposed to actually like I don't think we're
No.
supposed to
and,
think about that.
and-
Like-
yeah, because my thing is like they had that
What up,
tent
AG?
just out in the wilderness, and I'm just
Right.
like, aren't
Yeah,
there
they
like
just-
zombies around here?
That's what
Like,
I'm
bro, they
saying,
gonna
like-
rip through that tent like it's nothing.
Like, how
Yeah.
y'all
You over here want to turn on the
Hey,
light?
They turned on the light and talked about kissing.
Turn
Hey,
on the
and-
light and had a conversation.
Yeah.
And then they both.
That's why I found that part
one
annoying.
is-
Yeah.
It's a night watch.
Like season
One-
one,
you
yeah,
gotta-
Joel was stressed out when he
Yeah.
like nodded off. And it's
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, it's like what happened to Night Watch? Like
yeah. One of y'all gotta stay
Yeah.
awake, the other one sleeping. Y'all switch.
Right.
Yeah.
What
Nah,
happened?
they just
All that
said we
just flies
supposed
out the
to
window,
love
huh?
story.
They
That's
just-
all out the window.
I'm low key, I'm more convinced they moved the Seattle sign than I am that they're in Seattle right now. Like I think someone picked that sign up and brought it to Wyoming. Cause
That's the
so
thing.
maybe Seattle is maybe a little bit more safe, probably.
like,
Maybe that's why they were a little less guarded.
Well,
Yeah.
we gotta find something to make sense.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah,
you
I
was
gotta
gonna
make
say
sense
low
of it
key.
somehow because
I thought you was gonna say maybe Seattle's like a metaphor. Like I
Stupid.
I guess that's why we gotta watch episode 4, huh?
yeah, that's why we gotta watch
Yeah.
episode 4
It's
because
so funny. I feel like when you start to dissect stuff, it's like if we were to even force ourselves to stay on here for just another hour, even though I feel like we fleshed all this stuff out, I feel like we would keep finding stuff, and honestly, that could ruin it. Because now I'm like, how did they not run into no infecteds in 21 days? We wasn't
Right.
supposed to know 21 days past doing all this math and measurements of like
Mhm.
distance. I'm like,
And,
okay.
okay, maybe I'm nitpicking, but like, did they bring a change of clothes? Like, it's okay. I'm
They
probably
stink.
nitpicking,
They
bro.
Same
stink.
outfit, same outfit.
Because like that's oh no, man.
But see,
Man,
that
they-
wasn't a big
They
deal
ain't
if
got
we
no
were.
deodorant and that.
No, remember what's her name? Dina. When Dina knocked on her door and she had all them guns and before they left on the
Yeah.
trip. And Dina,
Oh yeah,
she told her, she said, wear all the clothes that you want to take on the trip. Like wear layers, like wear them all. Like so they have on that way, to travel light. That's what she was telling her, like travel light. And she said, wear all the clothes you want on the trip. So they got the same clothes on, which would be fine if it was a couple days trip, but
So-
Yeah, 21
So the
days.
same draws for 21 days is
I don't know. I could not wear that many clothes. I get too
Yeah,
hot.
yeah, they definitely infected with something. God, dog.
Infected.
They're
with
probably
some-
too stinky that they're gonna chase them.
Yeah, but that's a big deal though, because it's like in season 1, they were like, "Yo, Joel, you're the only person who can get this girl outside of the gate and
Right.
survive the journey to a place." And it's like in season 2, this random girl who threw up from just seeing like 10 dead bodies came up with a plan that got them 21 days, no questions. Like, I got questions. Joel is what, ex-Marine? Like,
Yeah.
perfect. Hey, they didn't get lost. Like they you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like they didn't get lost. They knew
Perfect
exactly where it was
navigation.
going.
we gotta be wrong. I'm about to watch this over in a second just to see. There's no way they didn't see that, bro. That
We must have
sign
missed
says
something.
psych in the bottom
Take
left
an
corner.
energy drink.
I will say, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I will say this because I served in the Marines too, and I remember we used to go for weeks at a time, like to the fields, right, and just we just did stuff, you know. And not gonna lie to you, bro. We took about like 3 pairs of clothes and just a lot of like underwear. So you take like a lot of like you take like at least like about 6, 7 pairs of underwears, and then you wash them or whatever you got to do with water and soap that you got. You wash your as you keep going. But the clothes, you pretty much wear the clothes. You wear like the same 3 clothes like for like all the weeks at a time.
Mm,
And of course you change your socks too, because socks are important. You got to change your socks. Oh my god.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh
That
my
seems
god, not even talk. It's so stinky.
I'm telling you, the Marine Corps, man, it's yeah, you be traveling for a minute and you be out there for like weeks.
I feel like that seems like the hard
They're
part.
all putting the underwear inside and then outside and then backwards and then forward.
I'm telling you,
So that's why they didn't kiss in the tent because they was funky.
they was funky.
It makes sense.
They was
No, I'm
like,
thinking like
yeah,
I'm
nah.
thinking, okay, they're alone. Like it's the perfect time. Like, you about to make a move, cuddle up or something. Like it's time to do it. Jesse ain't here.
Thank you.
Right,
I
right.
knew I wasn't the only one who was. Yeah, when they said, or what Jessica says, Dina
Wait, what's
seemed
there?
dead. It's the
Dina's
fact
a
that she,
fraud.
yeah, like she threw up
Yeah,
when she
Dina
saw
has
dead
seen
body.
dead
I'm like,
bodies before. She even said that. She said that she
yeah,
threw up because it was a little kid.
It was the
Oh,
little
that's
girl.
right.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
says it. She's like, I'm
Oh.
sorry. Because she says, I'm sorry. She just never seen a kid be, how they left it.
Hmm.
But she
and
has
the
seen
kid.
dead bodies before.
Wait, what
Yeah.
did Jess mean by maybe her and Jesse hooked up? Like, what does that mean?
Oh, it's been
I don't
21
know.
days. I guess.
It's been 21 days.
And Jesse they are on their way apparently. So.
Right.
It's been 21 days.
It has been 21 days. That's a long time. It do get cold at night.
That's real.
And ain't nobody taking shifts. So
Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah, like you just that comfortable. Just
man, that's
the horse. Oh, the horse is watching out. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what Jess meant.
silly.
She threw up because she's pregnant.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Because she
Wait,
said,
what?
remember she said Jesse and her did their thing, and then now Dina throwing up. She's seen dead body before, but now she's throwing
Mhm.
up all of a sudden. So now Jess is
Ooh.
saying that Dina's pregnant from Jesse.
Got knocked
Yep.
up.
That's why she's
And they
throwing up.
did have that conversation in the
Oh.
tent. So maybe she was trying to let her down easy. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know soon.
see, look, if we keep talking, we gonna keep
Oh,
figuring
that's
this
why.
out. We gonna
That's
keep
why.
talking this out.
And now
That's why.
Jesse's on his way.
Now that's yeah. But so I mean that means
that's why Jesse has to go.
That's right. He did go.
That's the drama.
that means that Jesse knows that Dina's pregnant then, and that's why he's like, oh hell no, I gotta go after her now.
Mm.
Oh, and then Tommy's like, well, I'll go with you.
That-
So then
Right.
Tommy and Jesse are my duel.
So then
Okay, that makes
who stays back and watches the village? The Tommy's wife?
The
Yeah.
wife,
She
yeah.
got it.
The
Yeah.
wife.
And she's a
Why?
badass. She's a
You gotta
badass.
hold it down.
They
It's
said
gonna
that there were
be-
more
She
people
was
who could
holding
have
it
went
down.
too, though, because they were planning on sending 16 of their best. So even if they're
Oh, yeah,
off
that's
screen bests, it's like
That's true.
Yeah, that 16 ain't gonna do nothing against that damn army, man.
Hey,
Right.
Gail could just throw liquor bottles at the zombies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Gail.
Right.
No,
Hell
she
yeah.
don't try to talk to them about their problems. She don't sit there and try to,
How does it
Yeah. So
feel?
why do you eat humans? Like,
yeah.
Never thought of it that way. Oh
That's
man.
interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Dang. That's a
good.
game changer. I didn't think about that.
You know what I was just
Jesse
thinking
back in
right
the
now, Vic?
story, though.
mhm.
What, you know how you're saying there's going to be smart zombies?
Mm.
I wonder if they can sense if Ellie is immune.
Wait, say that again?
Say it one more time.
Okay, you
Sure,
know
I
how
can-
there's going to be smart zombies now?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they can sense that Ellie is an immune
Oh.
infected.
well, they've been trying to eat her the whole
I
time.
mean, I'm just saying that would be a kind of cool little thing,
Mm.
Huh. Yeah.
you know, because it is a fungus, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's something that they can like smell or whatever.
So is she gonna be like the human zombie messiah, kind of like a mediator between?
You never know.
All right.
I mean, I didn't
Peace to
watch
both worlds.
the game, so I don't know.
Damn.
But that would be
Right.
something cool to, you know, to venture if they
Yeah.
can't pull the weight of the show, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like all Ellie got to do is pick up a mushroom and just hold it at them and just be like, stay there. Like, just kind of, just,
Yeah, that's crazy.
And well, I'm excited
Yeah,
definitely for episode 4 now.
yeah.
Hell yeah. There's gonna be some action in that one.
Well, wait. I think zombies are undead, right? And Ellie is like an alive human, so I think that's how they sort of cipher the difference. She's like an alive human, and they're like dead.
Amaya, think.
I try not to laugh. Hold on. That was hilarious.
Flawless logic. I love
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
live human.
Like,
Now
live,
that's some type shit right there.
you know? Like in the live version. Oh, you're alive.
Yeah.
Your body's warm. Your body,
I can
maybe
dig
it's
it.
the body warm. Her body's warm. She ain't one of us. That body too warm.
Right.
it.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's funny.
She's like, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
dead.
Oh, man.
That's
Oh,
funny, man.
I needed that laugh.
Oh man. Well, hey, like we're gonna have to wait till next episode, man, to get some more information
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Dina maybe being Prego. And yeah, we're gonna get some more action in the next episode. So, and then of course, like I said, I saw Dina point the gun at Ellie. So I think Ellie gets bit, and then Dina finds out Ellie is immune. That's
She
my
can't-
guess.
She can't risk the baby's life. I mean,
That's real though.
I think 2
Look.
secrets are coming out next episode. That's probably what's happening.
Oh,
Right.
and you know what? I'm gonna
Mm.
go a little further in my thought here, and I'm going to say, hold, that ain't funny. Hold on, what you laughing at? Better watch yourself over there. Okay,
Who's it?
hold on.
Jace.
Watch yourself. Yeah. So just
Baby,
but
yeah.
a little further in my thought here is that because the reason why Ellie is immune is because she got bit and she got born, right? So I'm thinking Dina's baby's gonna be the same way. You feel me? Watch out.
Mm.
That would cost her her
Eventually,
life.
Dina's baby is gonna be immune like Ellie. Watch out. Yeah, see?
That makes sense. I think that's
And exactly. And Ellie is gonna raise her, and they both gonna be immune. Yeah.
Oh, just like what happened to her when her mom died, and then the other
her
lady.
and Marlene.
Yeah, yeah.
Marlene. Yeah. But yeah, that's
Mm.
my guess later on in the future. You feel me?
Mm.
Anyway, but
Theory. I'm gonna be looking out for that theory.
I'm telling you. Anyway, that's my theory. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, we're about to shut it down, man. Appreciate everybody joining us on Rated R for reviews, man. This is another episode of The Last of Us season 2, episode 3. Stay tuned for again. We're gonna go again next week, man, for episode 4, season 2, episode 4, man. The show has been great. I like it a lot. So if you guys haven't seen it, man, I don't know what y'all doing, man. Y'all living under a rock, okay? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you need to go watch, okay, for real. But anyway. That's it. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe. Anybody that's listening, you know what I'm saying? If you're new, hit the subscribe button, and we are up out of here, man. I still don't have an intro. I know, man. That's my bad.